a prestige class that's similar to the ranger, but it's a kind of about being hunting down the elves. I mean the drow, and that kind of thing. Preparing himself to go into the dark lands.
So are you like melee or a ranger, like ranged?
I'm actually pretty skilled at both.
Cool.
Which may be needed. Alright. Okay. If you all are ready to go, let's do this.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Okay, you begin this adventure on the roads of southern Nidal. You're taking some precious Pathfinder cargo that another group had raided from Cheliax. You're taking it north to one of the Pathfinder lodges. And as you're doing so, suddenly, a rather large bird flies down in your path. Lands in front of you. Everybody make me a wisdom check.
That's not a good start.
There's a slight chance some of you might know what's going on, but if you don't... Alright. Frank certainly does. I guess everyone but Rosalind. You will recognize this as Osprey, who's a rather enigmatic Pathfinder agent of rather high level. A seeker, in fact.
Do you have... you haven't revealed any of the map, right?
Can I not reveal you?
No, things are black. Much better.
You see? Everyone see it now?
Can Control Z?
Yep.
I thought that's what it did.
It's in the top corner.
Oh, okay. It was up. Yep. Yeah, sure. Shifting.
They're all up there. So the bird sort of squawks. Yeah, you recognize him as Osprey. He's a rather high-level druid within the Pathfinder Society, and he, of course, speaks to you. Greetings, my fellow Pathfinders. Please excuse the eccentricity of my form, but my visit must be swift. I have vital tasks to complete before the moon turns. In the meantime, I have a quick errand for you. I have a contact, a metallurgist named Adel, working out of a smelly little mining town in the Menendor Mountains, just south of here. One of the locals sold her a silver ingot, scribed with strange runes, and she's asked for an expert eye to look it over. So, go have a look, take a rubbing, and make a few notes. Adel's eyes are keen, and I owe her the favor. Perhaps make her an offer on the ingot. I'll reimburse you within reason. So, Adel works in a mining town called Stom's Claim, on the edge of Silver Tarn. I'll write these over here real quick. Try to do it without capitals. Of course. The surrounding area is untamed wilderness, hostile even to one as gifted in the ways of nature as I. So stick close to the marked roads. That region of the Menadors isn't called the Maze for nothing. It shouldn't be more than 2 days delay in your travels at most, each way. And with that, Osprey scratches a rough map into the dirt with his talons while he continues explaining. Anyone have any other questions for him?
Anything we should be aware of in the area?
Just be careful around the maze.
The maze?
Getting in and out through all the mountain peaks and valleys.
You said reimbursement within reason? Well, define within reason.
A few thousand gold, you know. Pathfinder Society's rich, but we're not that rich.
And what's so special about the item that she has?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. She seemed to be quite excited about it.
I see.
And what's this Alden look like?
Her name. He gives you the full name. I'll pop it over there. Perdane Alda. Her own, I guess it is. She once fancied herself a pathfinder, but the romance fell out of her life, and she's become more practical over the years. I also know she used to be a slave to an Agorian whitesmith years ago, which gives her a good eye for valuables and antiques. That's why I trust her intuition on this. But don't mention the scars. She's a touch sensitive about that.
Okay.
Well, I have no further questions.
Okay. Anyone have knowledge geography? I could tell you a little bit more about the mountains. Or knowledge history or local.
I have geography, yeah.
Alright, geography would help. So the 18 is geography?
Yeah.
Alright, the local you're not going to get anything from. But the geography you'll get a little bit. Actually, not a whole lot. Pretty much what he told you. The Menendor Mountains divide Cheliax and Adal. Aside from a few well-traveled passes, the peaks are considered impassable to all but experts.
All right.
Okay. So heading off, I take it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. And of course, with that, he seems satisfied, and Osprey flies away. Off to do whatever he's going to do.
I'm not sure Deep Silent followed any of this conversation, since I don't see how the bird is talking. I can't read his lips.
Yeah, exactly.
Flint or Fad will write it out for you and explain to the rest of the group. He's a dumb deaf mute.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to get a rock from somebody. Travel through mountains. Alright. So, actually traveling to the Silver Tarn Lake is an uneventful journey, despite the isolated location. And as you're heading in, it's getting a little bit late. The sun starts to set. And amid the twisting dales and dark mountain passes of the maze, a long black lake starts to dominate a small muddy valley, surrounded by collapsed granite outcroppings. At the lake's edge, a glorified hamlet of canvas tents and crude log buildings squats in the mud, much of the surrounding area stripped of trees and ground scrub. As the sun sets, and the air cools, a thick fog begins to rise as the light drizzle that has marked the last day picks up into a steady rainfall. And so let me throw you over onto this map. Obviously not to scale. I'll give you an idea of where you're at. Alright. Hopefully you're all there. Yeah, basically each one of those squares is, I believe, 30 feet. Yeah.
One range increment.
Pretty much. So that's what you see. You emerge from the mountains.
Is it just the four of us?
It's just the four of you.
Okay, I was just wondering if there's 6 people.
Okay. Ross growls at you, going,
Yeah, those are relics from some other game. I just haven't.
my wolf didn't like the comment, only 4 of us.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
So Deep Silent will just head to the village. Why aren't we going?
Do we have any healing here?
We're going to a village. Why would we need healing?
I can heal via pretty stick.
Okay, Fad, I will give you my my wand of Cure Mod.
You can see there's kind of a signpost up at that little crossroads up there.
Deep Silent can't read, so he's really happy. He's gonna go read the sign.
The only thing it says is Assayer's office.
Okay, Deep Silent doesn't understand.
That's the tax collector, isn't it not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like it's somebody's name. Sayer is here, lives here.
As you start to head in, it's sort of pointing off to this direction up there. As you start to move that way, thick fog limits visibility to about 24 feet, but you can hear the distant clang of a nearby iron bell that provides enough consistency to navigate by. However, as you start to walk into town, you realize the tents are eerily silent. And it looks like as you get to each crossroads, there's sort of, it's kind of like a Renaissance fair, and you see the tangle of streets have been isolated, and you can tell what seems to be the most vital locations: the public house, the lake, and the once again the Assayer.
Fad will start concentrating and bring up Detect Evil and scan around.
Okay.
There be things
Doing so.
Sorry?
There be
As you-
food here.
Yeah, there might be. Just as you're doing that, the outline of the sturdily built structure, the Assayer's office, you can see it written above it, as it solidifies from the grimy mists in front of you, and you're checking for evil and so forth. The sound of splintering wood fills the air, followed by a woman's scream and gurgly, inhuman growls that sound like it's coming from the office itself. There appears to be a shattered door on the sort of northwestern side.
Well, we'll go investigate. Weapons drawn.
Yeah.
Forward to glory.
And just so you guys know,
Awesome.
Alright. Right here. And boom, I believe. Alright, go ahead and roll initiative as you get to that position.
Where are we? I don't see anything.
Let me throw you over there. There you are. Am I missing somebody?
Deep Silent hasn't rolled yet.
It's because he didn't want to fight. He's a coward.
Wow, we're a fast group.
I rolled. It's already 12, so I don't know why it's not showing there.
I don't know what I did. Let me throw you up there. Okay, let's see how they do. Not too bad. So you see these hideous creatures, obviously, rather large-looking things. Let's see.
We actually do not see them, but that's okay.
Do you guys have knowledge? Do you guys not see them?
I can see them.
Yes, maybe some of you. Do you guys have knowledge skills, or am I barking up the wrong tree?
Dungeoneering and planes.
Knowledge, what's that?
Yes.
That's school stuff?
So I'm looking for knowledge nature for these things.
Oh, I actually have that today.
If you have it, roll it. I always do that at the start because I don't wait until your turn for you to see stuff.
Am I detecting them as evil?
Yeah, you got that active, don't you? So the answer to that question is a great big yes. There is evil in the room.
All right, 20 knowledge nature.
A 20 knowledge nature. They are what are known as a giant moray eel, but they're of course humanoid in shape, and that will give you 2 questions. What do you want to know about?
Defenses.
Let's see. Special defenses. Let's see. Their AC is not very high. I mean, they're not wearing any armor or anything, so their AC is not very high. But no other special defenses. What else do you want to know?
Special attacks.
Special attacks. Well, obviously they use their bites and their claws. They can also spit a bile of acid, or spit bile, which is an acidic compound. Not very far, but it's effective. And let's see. Yeah, you want to be careful if you do die around them, because they will basically drain your soul, which makes it really hard to reincarnate.
All right, well, I tell everyone that real quick to cover their faces, get they close. It spits acid, and you said that it was a magical beast.
It's not magical. No.
I mean, that creature.
It's a monstrous humanoid.
Monster humanoid. Okay, thank you.
For those of you with certain abilities. Alright. And let's see. Looks like one of them will get to go first. They're already acting. You guys aren't surprised. Let's see if they recognize that you're here, first of all. I'm just going to roll 3 die 20 real quick. Let's see what their perception looks like. Wow, those are horrible rolls. Okay, at least one of them will. Alright, so this one is going to actually scream out. There's a terrifying howl from the one that's behind the little table over here. And let's see. If everyone could tell me what 10 plus their character level plus their wisdom modifier is. Or at least throw it over in the chat. So 10 plus your level plus your wisdom. So 21, 22, 19, and 22. Okay. So he lets out that big old howl, and let me roll for him. And you guys are all medium sized, so I get a little bonus.
Is it a fear effect?
Oh, I rolled horrible. 26. Actually, I guess it would be because of the effect of it.
So my banner stuff's in effect then. So
Okay.
everyone should get +4 to that.
There you go. So, it looks like our lowest was 19. I rolled a 26. So 19 plus 4 is 23. The rest of you got above him. So it looks like only Frank is affected. And I didn't do very much.
Well, Deep Silent is at, if it's fear, it's at 25. So I might be affected too. It's fear.
Oh, do you have a penalty to that?
No, I don't have penalty. I'm at 21. Plus 4 is 25.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, okay. So
But
yeah,
you're-
actually, both of you.
But you're deaf, so you're probably getting a bonus for the not hearing.
Oh, it's up to Eric. It's how he
Yeah.
wants this.
Yeah, it is a sound-based thing, so if you're deaf, I don't think you're affected by it, actually.
Yeah.
So we're going to say no.
Cool.
And so all that happens, to Frank is you are demoralized for a round.
Sad face.
Alright. So you're just shaking, which isn't too bad. Alright. But speaking of that, what do you want to do?
I'm going to shake in my little space boots. I can't see anything, so I guess I'm gonna have to move where these guys are.
Okay. I mean,
Is that a door
I mean,
right there, or?
yeah, there should be like a little door right over in about where Rostic is.
Okay, I'm just gonna move. Well, 5 foot.
From there, you should have line of sight to one of them.
Okay, yeah, I have line of sight to all of them, but.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a 5 foot step and then shoot one shot at it. At this one up top. Wait, maybe.
Okay, one in the back.
Let me see if my ruler here. Oh no, never mind. I won't. I'll shoot this one right here.
Alrighty. Even first touch, I take it. Yep, easily. So 5 damage.
Yippers.
Alright, assuming they can be affected by electricity, which it seems to be.
What version of Gunslinger are you, Frank?
Gunslinger.
Don't you... Fifth, do you have 5 levels?
Yeah,
Shouldn't you be adding your dex to damage?
I am.
Really?
Wait, I guess that macro is not right. It should be a +6, so 4 more damage.
Okay, so 9 total.
I was just going, that seems awfully late for damage.
Alright. He's in there, and now it's the next one's turn. Well, now they know something's up. So that one is going to spit acid at Fad. Strangely, it's not a touch, but that's okay. So it's going at Fad. The 30 hit you.
Yep.
Alright. It's not very much here. 3 points of damage.
You send Rostic to the back so I can get Fat up top.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
And it's Deep's turn, looks like.
Yeah, Wrestland, are you gonna use melee or ranged?
I would probably have my bow out right now, so probably.
Okay, so go ahead and shoot before I take your before I provide them cover.
Okay. Rislin's up there.
So do they have cover for where I'm at right here?
This one won't.
Okay. I can't see him. The only one I can see is this one.
Did I drop wrong?
I think it's because the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I made the one thing too far. That was the problem. Let me take it off real quick. Okay, so this area right here. Draw it properly. So this area is open.
Thank you, sorry. Alright, so yeah, I'll take 3 shots at that one that does not cover.
Okay.
First shot,
Possible crit.
possible crit.
Do you want to confirm that or take your
Yeah,
second
I'll
shot?
confirm that first.
Okay, yep, that's confirmed.
Alright, do you just want me to draw all the hits and do the damage after that, or?
He's got a lot of hit points. You might not drop him, we'll see.
Okay, well, let's do the damage then to make it easier. So for the crit, sorry. $15. And the 2 other hits.
Using a bow, right? It's ×3.
Oh, you're right. So another 12 damage.
Alrighty.
Then, sorry, the next 2 hits.
That's 27. Alright. Let me knock them off.
33
That'll hit.
and 15.
Alright.
So another 11 damage.
Yeah, the 15 won't hit.
Alright, that's
So
what I think. And that is all. Thank you.
No worries. Now it's Steve's turn.
Excellent. So 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna say you could just go straight ahead if you wanted to.
Oh, I can. Okay, so
Yeah, that's
1,
that little green line. That's supposed to be open.
2, 3, 4. Does that provoke?
It will. Did you do it on purpose?
No, but I have to get in reach. There's this thing.
Alright. So he will bite at you as you enter the room there. Oh, miss horribly.
Oh, it's the only way to miss me. Then I'm going to rage.
Rawr.
Which is plus 20 of these hit points. Okay. And I want to do a vital strike over head shop.
Okay.
So I'm raging, no charge, no flanking, power attacking, vital strike, head shop. There's actually 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 43 damage.
Alright. He remains up. Let me make sure I don't have any weird tactics here. Nope, fight until destroyed, my favorite morale. Alright. And actually it's his turn to move. But he doesn't have to. Because you're right in his way. So he's going to bite you first.
Bite me. Yep.
Claw.
Mhm.
Another claw. Alright. So, from the bite, I do 16 points.
I
And
take 14.
I'll go ahead and roll the 2 claws together. This is 2 separate attacks
Okay.
for a total of 20.
So I take 16.
And that's where we're at.
Yep.
Bad's turn.
After our last encounter, I invested in adamantine breastplate.
Helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Diane will do that to you.
Since I couldn't reach that one, I'm going to just attack this one.
Okay, he does have partial cover, but I'll take that into account.
On chart, where's the... Cool. There's just the one there. 26 or 17.
Alright. And what will happen? He's got somebody to attack, which he will. He's going to attack Fad.
Misses.
Aw.
Not even factoring in whatever cover I'm getting from him.
And so both of those will miss as well. Now he's mad. Alright.
That's annoying.
Okay. And that was his turn, so it's Frank's turn.
Well, realizing that my attack was super effective, I'm going to unleash hell this turn.
You ready?
At that guy.
Ready?
I don't know. This is the macro.
Alright, so 29, 31, and okay, the 12 will miss, but the other 2 will hit. So it's it's looking like 13.
Damage is wrong too. So it'll be +4, +4, so +8 total.
Okay, so 13 and 15 is 28 plus 4 is 32. And if I'm counting that correctly, then this one will drop.
Well, if it ever comes to be a point where, it's important, I do have clustered shots.
Okay.
And we have
It
an
doesn't
echo
seem to be important.
somewhere.
Yeah, I think someone's got mic on in the back. Alright. So this one will. He's not even going to step forward. He's just going to attack the barbarian. Alright. It's going against Deep Silent again. All three of those hit?
Yeah.
Alright.
This one, eh?
So there's 8, and then
15, so 13.
here's the other 2.
That's them together?
Yeah, so that's
minus 8.
yeah, take 2 attacks to do that. Alright. And Ruslan. As you've all entered the room, you can also see there's a halfling woman that's scrambling underneath the tables and shelving behind them.
Can somebody
Kind
fix
of.
the echo? Because it's really distracting.
I'm not sure who it is.
Alright, so I'll move up and shoot an arrow at the top one. .38 to hit,
Yep.
and 7 damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
And Deep Silent. Deep Silent, your turn.
If you're talking, you're muted, Annie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you now.
Yep.
Okay, I was asking if this table was a hard corner.
It would be, yeah.
Okay, so in this case I will do this,
Alright.
which will provoke from this guy. You know, yeah, I can try acrobatics for no avail. I'll try acrobatics, why not?
Come on, you might get lucky.
Oh, I don't think so. I can't. I'm just for the heck of it. 23, that's the most I can. I don't think that beats him C&D anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's
So.
worth a try.
Oh, I'm just trying, so I can take his AO.
Alright, so here's his bite.
Yep.
For an additional 11.
So take 9. I will start with him. Still raging, no charge, no flanking, power attacking. It's not vital strike, and it's not this. So it's 26.
Okay.
Does it hit?
Yep.
He takes 32 points.
Is that?
And then I will cleave on his friend.
Ah, that's good.
$34 for 31 points of damage.
Alright.
Actually, this is a mistake. Both attacks have 3 more damage on them, so they're because I'm raging upon attacking. Okay.
In case it happens in the future, if you're going to cleave, make sure you let me know beforehand, because otherwise you can sort of get out without the penalty. Not that you're untrustworthy, but it's just a good habit. I get yelled at for that all the time too on my barbarian. Alright. So there's those two. Deep Silent. Fad, sorry.
Okay. Oh, we'll just attack that one.
Poking him over the table. I was hoping somebody would flip the table, but alright. And that will hit. For only 15.
Yeah, I'm not charging. I don't do much damage if I don't charge.
Alright. So he will exist another day, and he will...
Is the secondary 27 for 15 hit?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Gotta get my Eritas in.
Yep, they're in there, both in there. Okay. Alright. Now it's his turn to respond. He's going to try to attack you again. He didn't leave, didn't he?
AC's 28 before the cover.
Okay, so I miss on that one. And then on my 2 claws. Isn't it funny that his claws have a better... Nope, missed all 3. Alright, throw some... How come I'm getting 30s when I hit Deep Silent? Alright. Frank.
It doesn't matter.
I guess. He's only at 2/3 hit points.
Is going to take a 5-foot step. And then he's going to attack this guy right here.
Okay. It is a little bit of soft cover if you do that.
That's fine.
Alright. Where's his touch? What's my touch? Oh, look at that.
I could have swore I fixed the stupid macro.
The first one actually misses. That doesn't usually happen with gunslingers. Alright. So those 2 will hit, and now the damages are correct, so 9.
Damages are not correct, so it's +4 in each. I go back and edit it again to see if it saves this time.
9 and 6 is 15, plus 4 is 19. Alright. And we get one more round of attacking. So again, and actually a possible crit on that one. Let me try to confirm that. No, well, maybe 19.
It's a natural 1 and auto fails the confirm, doesn't it?
I don't think that confirmations work that way. Because you don't automatically confirm on a 20. You're just trying to beat AC. Does a 19 work? Usually it doesn't make a difference, because usually it's low enough.
So what's going on here?
I got a 37, which is a possible crit, and I was wondering if a 19 confirms.
Oh, definitely 19 confirms, but I believe National Etcher 1 does not.
So yeah, we had this discussion,
But
I don't know if it was your group, but I'll look up the rule real quick, because it might be important. I'm pretty sure, let me see. My thing will work. Come on, Paizo. Okay, attacks of opportunity, speed. Train deaths, table. It's in here somewhere. Cover, concealment, flanking. I missed it somewhere. Damage. just going to look at critical hit.
It says make another attack roll. Attack rolls of 1 always miss. So.
Okay, if it says that, let me see.
Yeah, you actually make another attack roll.
Yeah, I've always played it just as another attack roll, but
Yeah, okay.
I guess it is. I could see how it's different from an actual attack roll. I never thought about it like that though.
As a player, I
Anyway.
always assume that, you know, bad things for bad guys is, you know, good.
Yeah.
Trying to find if there's any. Yay, the kids are back.
Okay, so we'll say it's missing. Alright. Because it does say attack roll, and attack roll definition of that is the missing on a 1. Alright. Okay, let's see. So that was his first one. So the first one hits. We'll ignore the 19 because that was the thing. And then
So, damage.
too close too. It's 24 and 28. So damage.
Yes. Just give it me all of it and then I'll deal with it later.
And then the claws will be
So 12, so this
12 and
is
20
10,
for 3 attacks.
and then the 20 is another 16. Okay.
And that's where we're at. And now it's Risslin's turn.
All right. Did the venture captain give us any more, like a description of Corinne Adele?
Yeah, he would have told you she's a halfling. So
Okay.
It's likely that might be her scampering in the background trying to avoid this thing's tail as it swishes around.
So I would yell out to her to keep cover and keep safe,
She will scream out, "I'm trying!"
and then I'll shoot at the. Let's see, this one,
This is why I
Bottom.
want to be a pathfinder.
the bottom one, and yeah, I know it's the cover. This is,
You'll only get the cover from, because you're shooting this one?
yes.
Yep, so you only get the cover from the table, so it's only 2.
Does this go through? I thought I made. Oh, cool. I tried to make a macro for it.
So 23, 29, 23, now 3 hit.
All right. So 11,
Hold
6.
that together, so 4, 38, looks like. And that's enough to blow it away.
All right.
And deep.
Okay, I'll full attack this guy.
Okay.
Just raging, not charging. Not flanking, power attacking, not vital strike, not sharp. And that's a natural 1, which will miss. Do I want to blow my reroll? No, I'll take my secondary attack.
Okay.
Rage, charge, PA, vital strike, no, boom. Oh, I have so much lag. It's not funny. This is a secondary
Yeah,
attack,
it's
so it's only 19.
But that's good enough.
Okay, for 41 points of damage.
Alright.
Is it still up?
Still up though. He is.
Okay, I'll 5 foot here. Done.
Alright, you moved over there. Fad.
I will move over here. And Rostic will take a bite. Where the hell is his macros?
Let me try to take a swipe at you as you come around the corner. Two. And try it again. Oh, there it is. Oh, 30 hits you.
Yeah.
Alright. For a massive you come in and do, let's see, 10 points. Tries to trip him, doesn't trip him. What else happens? I guess it's your attack.
Does he have combat reflexes? If so, he gets one as I lay on hands on.
He does not. He is stunned that you're attacking him. Alright. Frank.
Thank you.
Bring it down.
I do have another, you just kill him.
Just a 5-foot step, and then this thing looks.
It's just
How damaged does this thing look?
He looks pretty bad. Almost as bad as Deep Silent.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I sure hope not. You can't have like 60 hit points now.
I guess it's relative. Alright. And boom, boom, boom. All but the... well, wait, actually. I do have the table in the way. Oh, this is against touch. I forgot. So, that means they all hit. And that'll be... So what's the total damage on that? 14... Plus 10, 24, 34. Is there anything added?
Nope, it's good.
Oh, you almost did it. Alright. So, what may possibly be his final breath? Who do you want to attack?
Keep doing what you were doing.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do.
It's been successful.
He's going to bite you and miss. And then he'll do one claw on you and miss. Hooray. And since he's wondering what's happening to him, as all his energy is drained from his body, and he finally hits once. But only for...
So, I take 9.
And Ristlin, you should probably finish him off. I hope you do.
I hope you don't. I want to kill him myself.
You can always not waste your ammo.
Oh, that's not gonna work. That's gonna kill him.
And that's plenty enough to drop him.
Okay, I'll stop raging.
Okay. And she will,
Boom.
cautiously as it drops to the floor, crawl out from her little hidey hole.
I yell out to her, Crone, are you alright?
I think so.
Well, no.
Are you the folks Osprey sent?
Yes.
Well then, he expected you to find me. I am Coronado.
And why perfect timing, don't you agree?
My goodness. I can't believe these things.
I take it those things aren't regular visitors to this town?
Yes, there's more to this valley than silver in that stinking lake. Those things are, well, I'm not sure, really. They've been coming out of the Tarn for the past 3 nights, but their numbers have grown each night. We've already lost a dozen miners, and these Tarn-spawned horrors have never been this bold. And even the weather's been getting worse, and you can see, the fog's starting to, even start to fill up the shop here. And I think it all comes down to these. With that, she walks over to the table, and she brushes a few notes from the bench and pulls aside a gunny sack. Beneath it shines a perfect silver ingot, its surface peppered with a flowing, swirling script. She sort of holds it up to the light. I guess she's over here now.
What makes you think it's related to that?
Well, here's what I think. I've identified the writing. It's Celestial, the language of angels. From what little I've translated, it looks like a ward. 2 names come up again and again. Erodin, and something called Nicarux. I'll pop that over in the thing real quick. Hold on. Anyone have knowledge religion?
Do not.
4.
Yeah, well, you know who Eridan is, so I don't need to explain that. The dead patron god of humanity. Anyone have knowledge, arcana, or planes?
I have planes, yes.
Alright, tell me what you rolled.
Alright, just 3. $18.
Alright. Yep, you're not exactly sure who Nicarux.
Alright.
I guess it's Nicaru. He'll be French.
Is it, if it's an evil outsider, I would have got a +4 to that knowledge check.
Even still, it's a little too obscure.
No problem, just...
Alright. So she continues on, as you are all pondering what you know. I think the Church of Eridan bound something here, below the lake. Something big. These bricks, and she holds it up, were part of that binding. And when the miners dredged them out of the lake, it was like pulling bars from a prison window. This Nicaru can't escape yet, but I think it's reaching out with those Tarn spawn. And I think if it claims enough miners, it'll have the power to break free. Now, there's an old Eridanite temple nearby. If anything explains how to restore this binding, it should be in that temple. There's a slight problem, though. If this is indeed a binding for some powerful creature, we'll need all the original elements to reseal it. My bar is only the first that the miners recovered. I believe they uncovered 5 more over the past few weeks. We need all of those bars before we can do anything. Most everyone has been holding up in the public house since the attack started. It's the sturdiest building in town. We need to get the rest of these ingots from the miners before we do anything.
Well, Frank pulls out his bad clear. He's like, well, I love bars, so let's do this.
Okay. Anyone have any other questions before she gathers her things and leads you over to the public house?
Nope.
Okay. Everybody got their healing and stuff done while she was talking? I see.
I'm gonna do one on myself.
Alright.
Yeah, I have a wand of Kirmatu that people can use if they need it.
Okay. Let me set up the next thing real quick.
You've been running really crappy for healing, man.
Yeah, I know. I toss a wand under the garbage. Now, the only reason I was asking Whistling is I've got a tainted infernal wand sitting in my backpack that I hand out to arcane casters.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Themselves, because I won't use it.
I see. No, so yeah, I guess I can't cast Arcana. I just have some abilities.
Yeah. I'm assuming you have no UMD.
I do not know.
Alright.
And sorry, we're going to the public house to, I missed that part. I apologize.
You need to get the rest of the ingots from the miners.
Awesome.
Before you can do whatever you need to do, and then perhaps head on to the...
How many were there total of the ingots?
well, she has 1, and she believes that they uncovered 5 more, so 6 total.
Alright. Awesome.
So you're on your way heading over there. So as you make your way through the abandoned streets towards the public house, gargling howls pierce the misty air, punctuated by muddy footsteps somewhere in the darkness, and the occasional sound of snapping wood. The fog offers the only cover from what sounds like dozens of those misshapen Tarn spawn prowling in the night and tearing apart the shoddy buildings of Stom's claim. A gust of wind parts parts the fog briefly enough to reveal a solidly built log house labeled Sidiot's Public House. In the swirling darkness from the eastern edge of town, the gurgling and screeching grows louder. And you guys are heading up towards the door.
Okay, are we supposed to be in a different part of the map there? Or?
You eventually will. Give me a perception check. You're basically outside the doors of the tavern. Everyone can grab me a
While we're traveling,
perception.
we'll have Detect Evil up.
Okay.
Greater
You're doing that.
rare.
And yeah, you can sense like every once in a while you'll get a sense of evil coming from one of the corners of the fog or another as these Tarn spawn are basically ravaging the town. None of them are coming after you as of yet.
Is it 32 perception?
Right, as you guys are getting to the door, you will see a fallen body in the muddy street just outside of the public house. It looks like he was pulled apart and most of him devoured. But near his body lies a rather nice-looking heavy pick. You gonna grab that pick?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll grab the pick.
Alright, you guys grab the pick. And as you're close to the door, you hear a gruff male voice from inside. What? Who's out there? What in the gods' names are you doing outside tonight? Get in here, you fools. And just as you're coming in, screeching, gurgling screams announce the arrival of a dozen of those loping figures from behind you, visible as outlines through the fog cloud. Grasping clawed hands part the mist, and the figures cautiously stumble forward, spittle dripping from their crooked mouths, and purpose burning behind their round, dull eyes. The door opens again, and the withered dwarf gestures frantically, "Get inside, you daft fools!" And so now I assume you may actually go in. Let me move you in to the
I don't
proper
know.
place.
I think we could take them.
How many? You said a dozen?
Well, there's more than a dozen. That's what you see. And yes, it does actually have rules for if you decide to take that route. Okay.
I was saying, it's outside. I'll get the charge. I'll do a lot more damage.
Oh my god, they're clones. They're all
So yes, you do
dead.
move in. Hey, you try to find 28 separate pictures of miners on the internet.
When I walk up to the bar and get a drink.
So yes, you go in. Kareen will do the same. Yeah, so as you're walking in, she sort of whispers to you, "I'm not exactly sure which ones of them have these things, but perhaps you can go around and scout around. I need a stiff drink. Do your best to try to get them to part with them." And so hopefully you can see there are several of them that are different than the others.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to diplomacy any of these guys, so I'm just going to stay at the bar with the halfling and drink.
Can I make a perception check?
More
I'm deaf
than
mute,
one
I
way
cannot.
to more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah, what was your perception check for?
Just to look for the different ignites that might be around.
Yeah, there's none like sitting on tables or anything.
Gotcha,
But,
okay.
yeah,
No, okay.
Fad will go up to this different-looking fellow.
yeah, he's kind of strange looking.
Yes. I hear you may have a silver ignite that's been recently discovered. I have need of it. How much will it cost to buy it from you?
Oh well, I'm not willing to part with it. For I've got a theory on how I can use it. And you can see even out on the table, he's sort of has that little palette in front of him that he's like has some sort of alchemical substance that he's mulling about. He's trying some like local rocks in it to start with.
Okay, I'll write on a piece of paper. Tell him that this thing is causing the attacks. We need to use it to stop the
just
attack. Can I give it to Fat?
You can see, you can see he's got actually lots of written notes on the table in front of him.
Yeah.
If you have spellcraft, you could make a roll on it.
I think I have. 18.
Ooh, so close. Can anyone help? Yes, no.
Yeah, I'll peek over. I was walking over to the other table, but
Yeah, go ahead and try to aid him. If you have spellcraft, try to
I
beat
do.
beat a 10. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Ooh, even better than his roll. So yeah, you can help him, and that'll be enough. You guys recognize that there's lots of, maybe he was hurried in his research, but there's lots of careless mistakes that will guarantee failure for his ritual.
I will point them out and go, we need that ignite to end this cursed fog and send those blasted leeches back to the depths of hell.
He says he's
Give him
stunned.
the ignite.
It's just a simple matter of logic. I can use these rituals. We can save these people if they'll just entrust us with these bars of silver. I'm sure I can handle this.
Based off of your math and your calculations there, my friend, you aren't saving anyone.
Okay.
Your intentions are in the right place, my friend. Perhaps we can help get the same desire that you want.
And I recommend you make a trip to Absalom. We have some fine alchemists there that could maybe lend aid to your studies in future.
He says, what I wouldn't give to get to Absalom from here. I'm assuming you guys are diplomatizing him, so
Yes.
give me a roll and you can aid him. Oh, didn't even need the aid. Didn't need the aid. All right,
Good.
That's a shitty roll.
All right. So yeah, he'll, look at his notes again, try to save face with his other friends around him. But yes, perhaps you do have this, and if you get me to Absalom, you'll be richly rewarded.
You may join our caravan as we return.
And he will give you one of the ingots. I'll mark him with a blue dot.
Thank you, kind sir.
Ingot number 1, or number 2, I guess.
I will buy him a drink.
Alrighty.
Greetings, good sir. I think it's a sir.
Has anyone seen Father Ted? This is like Dougal from Father Ted.
I provide flank.
Might you be one of the lucky few that have acquired one of these ignites recently?
He says, of course, but you know what it means. It means the end has come crawling from the black depths. He of the Tarn must feed. Great is the cold, great is the darkness. We shall all vanish down the pin-jawed gullets of his acolytes and become one with the infinite unknowable. And yeah, his eyes just widen and gloss over.
While he's rambling there, I'm going to whisper a few words and put up my detective.
Okay.
And then I'll scan the room.
You do that, he doesn't even care, he continues to ramble on. Yeah, nobody in here, you don't get
I
the
have
sense
sleight of
anyone's evil.
hand. I could steal it from him.
Yeah.
I got a plus 12.
No, he's good.
Now,
He's good.
now, my good friend, I'm from the last wall, and I fight against the oncoming darkness wherever it finds you. I do not wish to have to smite you where you stand. I'd be more than willing to purchase the ingot from you, but we are going to need it.
He says, please, smite me. Drag me down into the infinite beyond.
I think you're being I think he sexually harassed you, man.
I point him to my good friend Deep Silent and go, there's your method of smoting.
Anyone wants to give a sense motive that's watching this interaction, go ahead.
Sure. I'm watching.
Look at that. Perfect sense motive, almost. Yeah, you get the sense that he's obviously mad. You might be able to help him if you've got heal. You might be able to help him, or even less restoration or something like that. Something's gone wrong with his intellect.
Okay.
Other than that, you're probably your best bet. You're probably not going to, use your diplomacy on him, or
Okay.
sleight of hand's going to be crazy because he's moving around.
I reach into my backpack, I pull out a wand,
Okay.
and I tap him with it.
Alrighty.
Lesser
You have,
restoration.
you have a wand of lesser restoration.
Yes, and a scroll with 5 charges.
I was going to say, I don't remember when I got that. Alright. Okay, so you'll restore at least some of his intellect. It's actually his wisdom. Let's see.
I cast protection from evil on him.
You do all that. It's all very confusing to him. So what kind of check do you want to use on him? No.
Face.
What actual social skill would you like to use?
I would prefer.
And/or sleight of hand. That's always the thing.
I prefer diplomacy, but I don't know if his mind is addled in a state would understand that.
Mhm.
And I look to Deep Silent and maybe go like the muscle pose, the intimidate.
Okay, I'll try to intimidate. I'm not good at it.
Okay, and
I'll
he's been
attempt to
restored, so that'll help. Yep. Go ahead, guys.
I aid.
You do. And he
Okay.
gets that. And actually, since you restored him, that actually works. And he will yes, you are the harbinger of what shall become. Boing, and he gives you his silver ingot. He tosses it on the table.
Okay, I'm participating.
Excellent.
He did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the dwarf that called you into the building.
Okay, so
He's actually the owner of the place, Stom Dolak.
yes, Tom. You don't happen to have one of the ingots, do you?
Of course I do.
Well, would you be
I was the
interested?
first one to find one.
Oh, good for you. Our studies have indicated that these ingots are tied to this mist and infestation. We wish to gather them to destroy the evil that inhabits your village.
And he punches you on your muscular arm and he says, "We'll take the fight to these guild bastards. Ain't no problem on Galarian so big it can't be smashed."
I'm sure my friend Deep Silent will agree with you, and but those mists contain a lot of shadows.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sense motive also on him.
Perfect sense motive.
Wow. You're cruising through this one. You notice that sort of slung over his shoulder, and I think you can see it there. Got a pick very similar to the one that you found outside the building.
My friend, would you know the owner of this? And I motioned to.
I pull it out and give you.
I hope this doesn't belong to your friend. I notice it closely resembles the one you have.
By the gods, it's Matter Malix. Where did you find it?
I found it by his torn, desiccated corpse.
His mouth drops open. These Tarn spawn dropped? Poor Matter? And he kind of lowers his head. Perhaps they're more dangerous than I thought. And what would you like to roll on him?
Diplomacy?
Okay. Fine. If you can get rid of these things, all the more power to you. And he hands you his ingot.
Many good blessings, sir. And then we got what more over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
that's
right.
another gentleman. You look like another one of these fine gentlemen that have managed to acquire the ingot.
And he says nothing to you. Give me a sense motive.
Come on. Oh, not as good.
That's good, but luckily for the sense motives at least. You get the sense that he's too terrified to do or say much of anything.
Now, my good friend, I understand you're scared, and you rightly should be. What is out there is frightening to the most common person. If you give us your ingot, we will ensure the mists and the creatures within are banished.
You know, just go away. I don't want to think about this.
Now, my friend Deep Silent here, he's a little hasty with his sword. He'll get terribly upset if you don't hand over the ingot.
Okay. And actually, Deep Silent will get this, and you'll also get it from your sense motive. Intimidate's probably not the way to go with him.
I roll my sleight of hand.
You do your sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to distract him for the sleight of hand.
Yeah, exactly. As you're talking to him, Frank kind of holds up the ingot, and he's like, "Yeah, we got it."
Good job, Frank.
Back
Have
to-
a good day,
back
sir.
to drinking.
Yeah, and he turns back.
And it looks like the barkeep. Oops.
That was actually the perfect one to roll on that guy. All right, hit a DC 10. All right,
Greetings, miss.
behind the bar. She's the proprietor, Laura
That's
Sikiat.
off. She's mine.
Well, go for it, my friend. Go for it.
And she wants to know what you all want in here. You're causing so much trouble.
Hey,
Okay, we're not causing trouble.
No, we just want the brick. Stop the bad guys, you know?
These Tarn spawn always flee at sunrise. We just have to wait from dusk till dawn. We're fine.
How much is it worth to you?
Says, well, I mean, it's not a matter of money. As you can see, my house is doing quite well right now. And, I'm not leaving my bar. She's strong. She'll hold together. We'll just need to dig in and wait. Y'all can roll sleight of hand or sleight of hand. I guess you could, but you could roll sense motives on her.
29.
Yeah, she's probably one that you want to talk to. She saw what you did over there to the poor guy, so she's like holding on to the thing. It's gonna be hard to just grab it from her. And you're not gonna intimidate her because she runs a tavern. She's used to drunks trying to get their way.
How about we just borrow it and we'll give it back?
Yeah, probably diplomacy's the best thing. Although, she did mention how strong this bar is, and anyone has knowledge engineering or dungeoneering, you might be able to help her
Dungeoneering.
with that. We had engineering.
Oh yeah, engineering. One skill that
No,
gunslingers
No,
have.
dungeoneering. Not necessarily dungeoneering.
Well, I got engineering.
That's what I mean. Frank had engineering, so. Yeah, Frank, you're gonna recognize that there's structural flaws in the building.
Yeah, this building sucks. See that below bearing wall over there? It's about 20 years, beyond being fixed.
I was getting around to that.
You see that
All right.
archway over there? It's just begging for some of these, fish scales to come in here and bash it down.
So which social skill would you all like to use?
Diplomacy, because we think that's the one that's going to work the best.
Sounds like it. Alright.
I will
And
attempt.
she contemplates Frank's engineering know-how and Risslin's dungeoneering.
Whoever wanted to take the lead on that one, I will auto-aid.
Alright.
Yeah, I only got a +2 to diplomacy, so you probably don't want me talking to people.
Oh, okay. I'll make the roll then.
Okay. Straight up roll. And
Sorry,
not
plus
bad at
2.
all. Alright. And she's like, so you all are going to do something with all of these stones. And she's like holding it in her hand and flipping it back and forth. She's like, alright, fine. You can have mine.
Thank you.
But
And
you need to protect us all.
absolutely, my lady. It's my order's honor and duty to do so.
It would be
How much for
It'd be my pleasure to protect you.
a round for the house? And I drop 10 gold on the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll work. And let's see. Let me find my place here. Okay. You all need to come up with a plan to get us at least to that temple. And as you are,
Do you have a map of the city? Or town, village?
yes, the temple's up on the hill to the south. should be a fairly easy way to get through. But not on this night.
Well, can we wait till morning?
I suppose so. And as you all are talking, wait, who has the silver ingots? Does one of you have them, or are they still spread out?
Just double checking. I think I bought it.
I think whoever's been the face man here has them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever does, you realize that the heavy silver ingots start to impart a strange lightness when they're brought together, and they provide an odd sense of optimism in the damp chill of the tap room.
By these powers combined.
But as you're all talking and deciding whether you can last through the night until morning, beyond the rough-hewn log walls of the public house, the cracking and groaning of wood testifies to the creature's dedication to prying the entire public house apart. They've obviously followed you here, and they're starting to
Frank is going
crump into
to
it.
tell people to go to the strongest wall because his awesome engineering skill.
Okay, that'd be the one closest to the door. Yeah, and from the sound of it, there could easily be a dozen of those things outside, maybe more. So,
Shall we ride into the breach once more, my friends?
how do you want to get out? While still protecting these 28 poor souls.
Is there a roof that we can get to easily?
There's a roof, but yeah, not really a way to get through it easily.
Is there an attic with like a window?
No,
I'll
it's
write a piece of paper, give it to
kinda-
the bartender.
kind of a one-story building, kind of a high ceiling.
How far is the temple from here?
You could jump over to that other map if you wanted to see.
I'll write a paper to the bartender asking her if there's like a cellar where she has the wine, if there is like a secret
Three of
tunnel
us
or
over there real
something.
quick.
Okay.
Okay, we wait. Is there a back door they can go out while we attack the guys from
Oops.
front?
So, let me put you guys where you're at. Let me make sure I get the right place. I believe I do. Yep, it's that big building in the middle. Okay, so it's this building that you're at, right?
Okay.
And you're going to, where Rislin's at. And then Temple of Eridan's way down at the southern part of the map.
So we're supposed to get. So they want to go to where Rislin is? From
Where
here?
Rislin is now.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are here right now.
Okay, just a few hundred feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
We could totally
Okay.
hold them off while we ran there.
No, scroll down. It's past the.
I point to Deep Silent and motion for him to make a hole in the roof, big enough for my wolf. I will feed my wolf my potion of fly, and strap villagers onto it, and just shuffle them flying to the temple.
I have a potion of fly too.
That will.
I'm inclined.
It's 5 minutes.
Hell yeah, you can probably get everybody then, including us.
5 minutes, okay, and yeah. So what's the? So let's see what the distance is. Let's just. It's such an ingenious plan. So it's 75 feet divided by 5 is what?
25.
So that's 25, but it's actually 25 times 30, which is whatever that is.
75 divided by 5 is
75 divided by 5
is
times
more
30.
than 25. Or divided less than 25.
450.
So what we got?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that's how fast can you fly in around?
Well, it's straight line, so running. So he's got
Pretty much running for most of it.
he's getting a fly speed of what? 60, I think.
Okay.
Just double check the fly spell.
But if he's carrying so many people, he's going to be
Well,
moving
he'll
at 3.
he'll have to do one at a time, probably. Oops. Spells.
I have a potion of fly and can probably carry one person.
Well, you might not have to use it.
Double
So
up.
we'll see. We'll see if the wolf can, how much he can carry, and Each person's probably about, these are miners and stuff, so they're probably, let's say with whatever gear they have, they're going to be like 200 just to be safe.
Oh, west. There we go. Fly, where are ya? Fly. Speed of 60 feet. And so if he's carrying a medium load, it's down to 40. So,
What we say it was 350 feet over there?
450.
450. So 900 round trip. Good math. Okay, so in 5 minutes. So 900 feet times 5 times 10 rounds.
And
Do
his
45,000 feet.
okay,
Well,
so
you can go to space in a fly spell.
his
I think we'll be fine with just the one.
so he's a quadruped. So his light load is 202, and he's got 12 on. He's got about 20 pounds of gear on him, so he can do 180-pound individuals as a light load.
Okay.
So if he's going medium load, that's double that, so that's 400 pounds.
Well, assuming everything's orderly, I think he'd be alright.
Yeah.
9,000 feet and divided by 28. Plus you guys. That makes sense. $260. Yeah, so he can double up, you said?
Well, he can carry up to 400 pounds, so as a medium load.
Okay, so he could take half the people there doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
If he's taking them one at a time, there are 28 of them, right?
Yeah, there's 2
Doing it. Yeah, if he's doing it one at a time.
I have another fly potion if you want to use it. I'll give it to you. Let's do it again.
Sure.
Alright.
Something.
It was a 5-minute.
Because it's a minute per caster level with a third level spell, so it's 5-minute duration.
Right, so that's 900.
Okay, so Jeeva and the Wolf will do that then. We can take it this way 3 people at a time. So the 11 minutes was for one person. If we divide that by 3, it will take us 3.9 minutes. So it will take us 4 minutes to do everyone.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
sounds good. Alright, no problem. You guys do that. Avoid all the messy entanglements.
There we go.
Good enough. And that was actually one of the...
One of the ways they
ways you could do it.
No crap.
Alright. Yep, nothing happens. Let's see. Nobody dies, which is good. Alright. So, even with most of the structure collapsed and half the sanctuary flood, buried in a foot of mud. Sometimes their sentences don't make sense. The temple stands with a proud and serene air. Collapsed masonry blocks, all but a single door into the structure, grading ingress to the main sanctuary. This is English, right? Alright. An uneven staircase in the far southeast corner of the sprawling chamber leads to something below. Faded frescoes on the walls depict iconic scenes from Eridan's mythology, the raising of the Starstone, battling Tar-Baphon, the knighting of Iomede. But beyond the altar, an entirely new myth decorates the plaster. An army swathed in Taldan dress battles a horde of Kelid warriors. A bat-winged mass of shadows and swirls erupts from the battlefield, decked in Kelid symbols and slaying men from both forces. Finally, clerics circle the Dark Killer, reading from an enormous brass book and laying down silver bars. The winged eye of Eridan shining yellow rays from the sky. Finally, the valley is shown empty and quiet, save for the temple, represented as a great brass tome. Knowledge religion, if anyone's got it.
13, 15 if it's to do with Emo Day.
You I guess indirectly it is. I'll give it to you, but it's still not enough. But yeah, maybe there's something to do with that tome.
I ask anyone in the village if they know where the tomb is. Oh,
No.
tomb.
Yeah,
A poem as in book, not tomb.
as in a book, yeah.
Yes.
That's what they were reading, a big brass book. Let's see. Nope, nobody knows anything, not even our halfling. Know it all.
Search the temple. Is there anything?
There's nothing really where you're at. You see an altar. Normally, a tome would be on top of the altar, but it's not there.
I will.
Not sure where it is.
I will say a prayer to Imode and pray upon her blessing.
And the only other area of note is a rather large stairway heading downward.
Well, let's take 20 and search the altar before we head down. So I get 23.
Okay. Yeah, you do. It's just covered with dust and, I guess, lake mold.
Lovely.
Oh, crap.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. So I'll be right back, guys.
No worries.
So I guess we'll start heading down.
I guess so.
Yeah, they're going to rest up here. Some of the brave warriors will post a guard here in case the Tarn spawn decide to head up this way. So you guys will head down.
I see darkness.
Yeah, everything's dark. Since you're heading down, I'll move you over here. That's where you're supposed to pop up at.
Still dark.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where it comes in. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Right.
Somewhere else. And it's not dark anymore.
So yeah, you guys are coming down the stairs. You can reorient yourself. There's a huge portcullis with the bars there. And I will describe it to you. The architecture shifts noticeably beneath the temple, changing dramatically from the finely crafted Aslanti style above to a more crude utilitarian fashion. Beyond a wall of corroded iron bars lies a tangled mess of collapsed shelves, moldering books, and muddy sinkholes. Far across the room, a stone altar cradles 3 heavy tomes formed from glittering yellow metal. And let me put it over there, because you can see most of this place now.
Well, let's get this book now.
So yeah, you see just this closed portcullis in front of you.
I'll motion to Deep Silent to attend to the doors.
Yeah, Deep Silent understand. He'll try to push the thing open.
Do it.
Okay, first we'll try it normally. Is it like a strength check?
Yep, just a strength check will do it.
Try to do this normally. It's only 18.
Not quite.
Okay.
Even though times weaken the lock and bars, not quite.
Okay, let me try again, without raging. 24.
Okay. You're good on that one, and then you'll pull it apart to where you can all get through, even the wolf. Now you can.
Sorry, guys, back. Throws his hindquarters to help.
Alright. And so, yeah, you can see the interior of this room. However, as you start to head in, you can hear hissing coming from the darkness somewhere. Sounds like from the southern edge of the room. Who's that there? To the high and mighty faithful of Eridan, deign to visit their humble slave once again.
Your mother.
What is south and what is north?
South will be south.
South will be south. Okay, cool. For a change.
So, maybe something over here.
And this was just underneath the temple.
Yeah, this is just underneath. You went down the stairs.
Cool.
Searching for anything. So yeah, the little area that you're in now, once rows of bookshelves and drawers lined this chamber, storing journals, writings, and notes of the Eridanite clerics, as well as the Kellid documents they salvaged from the war. Now there's just lots of dangerous pits, and unfortunately, it's all difficult terrain as well.
Seeing that, I will pull out the other potion I have and have it ready.
Okay. As you guys are heading over there, go ahead and give me a perception check. I'll give you a chance to see it in the darkness here.
Sorry, also, if I can, I'll use my unbounded stride.
Okay.
And oops, shoot. Or the lantern bearer thing, and it's, I don't know if it would apply here, so I'm going to put it in the thing.
Ooh, you don't see it. It's in the darkness somewhere. Okay, so you got that.
Sorry, I guess that one, it doesn't say all difficult terrain.
Yeah.
It's woodsy stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that doesn't work against the rubble.
No, yeah, I read it wrong.
Okay.
We're looking for a named text.
Okay, so what's happening there with perception? I got disconnected again.
You were looking around, and unfortunately it beat you on its stealth roll, so you're not sure where it is.
Okay. I have dark vision anyway, and I can't hear him, so I'm just going with visual.
Okay. So as I mentioned, you see sort of 3 yellow books over on that thing, other than the voice that's sort of echoing in the room. Yeah, you look in those pits, they're fairly deep, 20, 30 feet.
I have a kind of cast see invisibility.
You could.
That's what I'll do. It's one of my ability spell-like abilities.
Okay. You do. You don't see any invisible creatures.
Okay.
He's just hiding really well. Awesome. Or she. Maybe a she. Says, do not approach the altar.
I'm Bane.
Fad doesn't care, he takes another step forward.
Yep.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll initiative.
Thank
She tried to warn you.
Is this considered underground?
Yeah, you are underground.
Alright.
was going to ask if your initiative updated Deep Silent, and it obviously did. Alright.
At least I got this one out of the way.
Ooh, Karnak gets to operate first. What are we going to do?
This is a
Okay.
fast party, a very fast party.
Oh, you can kick me out. It rolled rustic. Just
Okay.
do 9.1 at rustic.
So 9.1's the good one?
Yeah.
Alright, just change yours. So that's for rustics. Alright. Let me see. It's really a weird thing to have say, okay. And it looks like I need a will save from everyone.
Everyone, I purposely
Oh.
distance myself away from them.
I know it's
Damn.
the effects of it are pretty huge.
So,
Well, wait a minute. Let me look. Let me check something. Nope. Yep. Everyone. Okay.
is it mind affecting?
Good question. It is.
Okay, is it evil? Source?
It's not an evil spell, no.
No, is the caster evil?
Is the caster evil? That's a good question. I think he is.
Okay, I'm immune then.
Okay. So Deep Silence immune to evil casters, casting mind affecting. Alright.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What about the rest of you? What do we get?
14.
Is it a fear?
It's not a fear now.
I will elect to reroll. So 21. 22. Sorry.
21 from Fad, so Frank, you got a 7. And a 14 for Rislin, is that right? Okay.
Sorry, I had to restart the roll 20 here.
No worries. Okay. So, Frank and Rislin, what are your, tell me what your intelligences are.
It's
Oh,
13
no.
score. Score of 13.
13 and
13.
13 for Frank. Ooh, interesting. What's your wisdoms?
14.
Not touch of idiocy.
14.
I wonder if thing's not acting, it's confused. Okay, well, one more mental stat. What's your charismas?
10.
If it's 10, I'm gonna laugh.
12.
Okay, so who had the 12? Frank did, right? Okay, Frank had 12. Okay. So,
Save versus death.
and who cast Detect Invisibility? That was
I did.
Mental control over creature creation.
I think, wait, I might have forgot something about with the elves that don't play them very much. Is it a spell-like ability? No, wait. Never mind. cancel that.
So yeah, Rislin, you can see invisible creatures, right?
Yes.
Cast it. Okay. Good enough. Okay. So you'll see a creature over there, but only Rislin will see it. Over here, and it begins to move. But I'm not very fast.
Sorry, did did anything happen to me for failing that save?
Yes, quite possibly. But
Okay, sorry. I just make sure I didn't miss something.
we'll have to see what happens. Alright. Alright. And that's where we're at. So, let me do this. Okay, Rislin, you can see it. What do you want to do?
I think I'll shoot 3 arrows at it.
Boom, boom, boom.
35, 33,
The first two
and
will
19.
hit. So 19 damage.
You got it.
Okay.
And I'll 5 foot closer to it. And that's my turn.
Okay. And do you have any knowledge skills? Because you're the one that can actually see it.
Yeah, I have Dungeoneering, Nature, and Planes.
Alright, Dungeoneering, roll it. Not a bad roll. So this is a, let's see, you get 3 questions. What do you want to know?
Oh, what kind of creature it is?
Well, I mean, you get that for free. It's a dark naga.
Oh God.
And now your 3 questions begin. What do you want to know? It's a lot bigger than what you normally. I mean, not bigger, but like more powerful looking than you normally see too.
Special abilities?
Special abilities. It can detect thoughts, and it can also guard its own thoughts. And the little stingy thing on the back of it is poisonous, which is a sleep effect.
Okay. Would I know what type of creature it was with knowing the name of it?
Yeah, it's an aberration.
Okay, awesome. And so then 2 more questions. Special defenses.
Yeah, well, that's what I just gave you.
Okay.
Yeah, because really it's just that guarded thoughts was its special defense.
Attacks.
Is also immune to poison. I'll give you that for that question. And special attacks. Not really, just the bite and the sting.
And spell resistance.
There's not any spell resistance, but I think that was 3 questions anyway. Alright.
Fad will also pipe up, having faced one. They're casters. Typically.
Could be. Alright, so he did 19 points of damage to it. Why didn't it stick? There we go. Alright. That was Rislin. Frank, what do you want to do?
Well, I just saw my buddy shoot at somebody, right?
You saw him shoot in this general area, yeah.
Can I shoot in that general area?
You can. Yeah, just in that general area. Bang, bang, bang.
So no no touch AC probably, because I can't see him. So.
Right. Yeah, you don't get that. And actually, yeah, the bullets all either go through or nothing happens. You have to roll the 50%.
Oh, I do.
Okay. Yep, none of those hit. Fad.
I feed Rostic the potion. And fly.
Okay. You got a flying wolf.
Yes. You said the floor was difficult terrain. That really screws my.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Flying, swift action smite. And we'll move up 15 feet. So.
That's a good question. I never thought about that. Do you have to see the creature to smite it?
Give me a check there.
Yeah, double check that.
It's 3 squares. Close. Oh, yeah, within line of sight.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so... And how far up in the area? Let me see how tall this is.
50. I guess I could go up to... I'm assuming he's a 10 by 10 cube.
Yeah, basically.
10 by 10, I reach. So actually I'll go up to 4 squares high.
Now let me see how tall this is. I don't think it says. I'm looking. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. They should know to put in heights when people start flying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say 20 feet, so that's fine. It's a pretty big stairway. So. Oh wait, maybe it says something about the stairs. Okay. Nope, nothing about the stairs either. So yeah, I'm going to say 20 feet.
Okay, so to get to that height, I have to go there.
Okay.
Yep.
Not worried about your flight checks. Alright, deep silent.
Yeah, it's...
For some reason they're attacking somewhere over there.
He's plus 16 on his fly check.
So I can't see anything. Can I try perception to see it?
You can try perception. It did move.
Perception.
My detect evil is still up. Am I getting an evil ping off of there?
7 short.
Yeah, there's, it's definitely over in that area.
27 perception.
Yeah, that's not enough. His skill's higher than that.
Okay, so this is not enough, so I will ready an action to attack the hostile creature once it's in reach, or once I see it.
Alrighty, you just ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna put a bar next to you. Alright, well, he's coming, so what you can do. Come over to there and sting you. It's coming after Frank. Oh, and he missed us horribly.
Leave our gunslinger alone.
And leave me alone, because I only have an AC of 23 or something, so...
But you had such a high charisma compared to the other guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Carnage. Oh, that was, why am I yelling my own name out? Wrestling.
Alright. Yes, I'm going to cast one of my spell-like abilities.
Okay.
It is Fairy Fire.
Okay, that's a standard. I take it.
It's a standard, yes. So I believe that will, it outlines it and says it. Do not benefit from concealment that provided by darkness, blur, displacement, visibility, or similar effects. So,
How broken. A first level spell counters so many higher level spells.
and even with that, I'll move forward towards it.
Your Frank's all like,
And
what is this?
And I'll come there with my bow still out. And that's my turn.
Yeah, Frank was being attacked, and now he sees this huge Naga thing, like, right next to him.
I think technically you would just see a fire outline of it.
Yep.
It'd still be in it. But you would get the gist of it.
I'm getting out of here. This is difficult terrain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily, do I need like an acrobatics or something to move at full speed?
No, you just move it half.
I want to move at full speed, though.
Well, that's why I mean you can't.
Well,
You can move a maximum of your half your speed.
I thought there's a way to
It's
like get you to like move faster.
Yeah. Each square of difficult terrain's like basically like 2 squares of movement, so you just
Okay,
you can move
I'm going to move, then I'll shoot.
basically. Okay. Okay. So where are you targeting that fairy fire at? Because I might have to move away.
I targeted on him.
Can I do a
Okay.
rapid shot? Or do I have to, is that part of a... I think I can do a rapid shot. Yeah. I think so.
No, rapid shot is a full round action.
Oh, okay.
So if you move, you can only just shoot him. Preferably in the face.
Well, touch AC. Can't touch this.
Alright. So you take a shot, boom, that'll hit. For 8. Alright. And Frank. Alright. Alright, Thad, your turn.
Okay, now that I can see him,
He's gonna
I
glow around.
will smite him, and then ride by. The cold iron lance. Getting. What's my charisma these days? It's been so long. 4. He's just evil, not just an evil outsider, right? 16, 18 extra damage on that. I forgot to add that into the macro.
Okay, so
60, 72 points of damage.
alright. He's got a new favorite friend. Alright, Deep Silent. You were ready, but what do you want to do now?
Okay. I think I will just move here. That's one movement. I'll draw my net as I'm moving, and I will throw my net at him.
Okay.
So this is second increment. So it's -2. I am at +10 with the net, so it's +8. So let me try that. Roll a d20. I'll rage for effect, so it becomes plus 25 touch.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, so he's entangled. I give you a list of this is happening to him now. PRD. Snap, snap, weapon, snaps. Okay, pastes. Okay, so he's entangled. Which is -2 penalty on attack rolls, -4 penalty to dex. Can only move at half speed, cannot charge or run. I'm controlling the trailing rope, so if I succeed in opposed strength check, I will pull him towards me. He can only move within the limits of the rope, so I don't want him to move. He can move closer to me, but not further than me. To cast spells, he must succeed concentration check DC 15 plus spell level, or be unable to spell. Yeah, he's just entangled, basically. He can do escape artist, or he can do a strength check to get out of it.
Okay. Alright, his turn. And he's going to do just that. He's going to try to cast a spell. Ooh, and he misses.
I'm useful.
Alright. And that'll be, let's see, I'm going to move still.
Okay.
So it's an opposed strength check, huh?
Yeah. He can move towards me, but not farther from me.
Well, except unless I beat the opposed strength check.
Yeah.
What's my strength? I got a horrible strength. Yeah. Okay, we won't try that then. Alrighty. Ursulin.
Alright, 3 more shots. These all get +2 though, because of it's one of my favorite enemies.
Okay.
So 39, 20.
Lower also because it's entangled.
Right.
For a total
Okay.
of 19, 18,
Let's see.
24 damage, I believe. If they all hit.
Yeah, that middle one's not going to.
Sorry. So 13 and 11.
13, 11, so it's 25. Okay.
And I can't. This is a difficult terrain, so you can't 5-foot. Correct?
And Frank.
Alright, is it still outlined?
You can still be seen, yep. You haven't moved.
Hell yeah.
We're done the right spell.
Yeah. I'm gonna triple shoot it.
Alrighty. Boom, boom. And roll for a possible crit, I guess.
I did.
Oh, I guess it's already there, but the 11 won't confirm. Well, let's see, we got 12. 11.
His AC is too lower because he's entangled.
Yeah, no.
Darn.
Yeah, all 3 hit. It's just a matter of whether that third one critted, but it didn't.
Yeah.
24. That'll be enough to drop it.
Darn, I was going to pull it into the pit.
And now you find yourself in the room.
I don't think it was surviving my next action.
Okay, I'll stop raging and I'll go collect my net and spend a full round action to fold it nicely. So Eric, I have to step away for like 20 minutes to eat.
Hey, we
So
killed
we
it?
can.
Yep, needs to go.
Sweet.
Okay, yeah, they're just gonna mess around with the books probably.
Okay, so I'll be back in 20. Thanks.
Okay, and we might take a break too after they do the books. So
While I'm flying, I'll fly down, check out the bottom of these pits.
okay, yeah, there's nothing in the bottom of the pits.
And do the quick look-see around the rest of the room.
Yeah, all those little antechambers, they're just quiet spots for meditation.
Okay.
Most of it. Karnag's destroyed most of the furniture.
Yeah, I ain't touching those books. So I'm just saying.
I get closer to the altar and make a perception check
Okay.
for 31.
Yeah, you get the idea that of the 3 books, only one of them is the one you want, and the other 2 are probably false tomes that will probably do some sort of horrible damage to you if touched.
I'm not detecting any evil from them.
Nope, they're just books.
Can I try to make a knowledge planes check? Maybe that probably wouldn't help with it.
Let me see. Something might.
Meeny,
Hold on.
miny, mo.
Yeah, let's see. It's knowledge religion.
I will say a short prayer to Imode, calling on her blessings, taking my charisma bonus to my knowledge check. So knowledge religion 25, and 27 if it relates to Imode.
And unfortunately, you're 1 step removed. It relates to Aerodin. Let's see. 25. Craft alchemy. Does anyone have that?
Frank does, because he's a gunslinger.
I was thinking you might. Maybe he should come up and look at him if he's not afraid of it. You're actually kind of acting like the character from the show.
Silver and gold. Nothing. Let's see, I got a plus 11.
It might help. Drum roll, please. Can anyone aid him?
Everyone's
Anyone at
got
all?
AIDS. AIDS.
I don't have craft alchemy.
Yeah, that's trained, isn't it?
I believe so.
Well, the professions aren't trained, I can't remember. But the crafts are. Check. Nope, crafts you can use untrained. I just need somebody to give me a
Everybody
10 or better.
aid.
Where's my aid button?
That's pretty cool. Oh, come on, somebody. Somebody want to roll for
What?
Deep Silent.
I think he's -3.
Yay!
Oh, look at that. You can tell me just saved the day.
You weren't even here, and you saved the day. Good job.
He pulls out a little piece of paper and writes down the word brass and sticks it next to one of the books.
Oh, okay. So I'll grab the one that's next to the book.
You trust him that much?
Yep.
Alright.
Like quiet
make
dad
him
tells
pick it
no
up.
lies.
Do that, and absolutely nothing bad happens to anyone. You have found the Tome of Memory, which is a very important
Which
Erudit book.
is a named book.
It is a named book, for those of you
Archive.
keeping track. There's usually one kept at every Temple of Erudit.
Yeah.
And you
Guess we'll
will
take some
find-
time and start reading it.
Take some time to start reading it, and as you do, you get this.
And as we do,
Hit it.
we take a break.
Read that, and yeah, let's take a 5-minute break and come back.
So, is that in as a handout? I accidentally clicked it and it went away.
Okay, I'll pop it back up. Okay, since I get 3 of you back, we'll just play on until Deep Sonic comes back as well. Alright. So in addition to that, when you go back and check Karnug's little lair, you will find several scrolls, some potions, a wand, a strand of prayer beads, and a headband.
Nice.
Does anyone have the detect magic and spellcraft and all that?
No, 'cause I don't get detect magic.
So I guess we can't identify.
Does it look like my headband?
Maybe partially. What's your headband?
+4 charisma.
Yeah,
Or sorry, +2 charisma.
it looks like a lesser version of that, but maybe something else extra woven through it.
Stick it in the bag.
Yeah, you guys got all that stuff. Alright. Alright. What's funny is the other 2 false tomes, they give a gold piece value for them.
Yeah.
But they don't include them as something needed to get the rewards for the encounter. So
Ooh, gold.
I won't penalize you for not stealing them. Or if you do, that's fine too.
We could still steal them, but I'm pretty sure they'll like kill us.
Well, it's a disabled device.
Yeah,
They're trying to get rid of
nobody
those.
has any of that.
If I'd played Fitz, we would have had it.
So, assuming you survive, which is probably a pretty good chance at this point, all that stuff that you just piled in your backpacks will give you each 2,900 gold.
Nice.
Not that you know that yet, but
Yeah, when we get to Chronicle Sheet, we'll know.
yep.
I'm thinking a charisma, wisdom, headband, prayer beads, level 3.
It's a lesser strand.
Yeah, and what else? You said a wand?
There's a wand, 2 potions, and 3 scrolls.
I'm sure the potions are cure light. We have alchemist, right? You can use we can do perception and craft alchemy to identify those ones.
Oh, yeah, you can get those. Yeah, he'll get those with his bonus. Cure serious wounds, actually.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I kind of like being a low tier person in a high tier game. I get
And a
gold.
and a
And nobody has read magic?
no.
I could have told you the scrolls too.
A wand at this level. I'm gonna go. It's a half, or like a
We'll give you a hint, it's a
charge energy resistance of some sort.
No, it's 15 charge and it's a divine wand.
Oh, curing. Nice.
A wand of something. That's all Imade will tell you. So it's learn a skill.
Well, I have 0 ability to get detect magic. Unless I splash into a cleric level.
Alright, in this note we have, so as we're reading it, can I make a planes check to see if I know anything about the Piss Fiend or anything about that it's talking about, or what I know about it just automatically?
I think, let me read the note. I think that would have been the knowledge check you already had.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, it's that Nicaraga. Well, I guess it tells you what he is. The Pit Fiend. So, if you have knowledge planes, you can know what a Pit Fiend does. 15. I don't don't even know if that beats it.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm sure it's bigger than Sierra 5. Oh yeah, it's a CR20, so yeah, that's not even gonna be...
Yeah, it's not gonna.
But yeah, big bad demon, or devil, sorry.
I start looking in the pits down here.
Yeah, it's not that.
Pit fiend.
This devil is considerably higher than your pay grade. Even Osprey would have trouble facing him. Alright. The reason I'm hesitating until Deep Silent gets back is because we're going to jump right into something. You walk up the stairs.
Yeah, pit fiends are not fun.
Let's see what they do. They can strength for a lot. They've only got 4, 5, 6 iterative attacks. Quicken fireballs. Those are cool.
I really should be getting some potions of freedom movement on my character now.
Once a day, Meteor Swarm or Summon another devil. Once a year, they get a wish. That's good.
Let's see. What level
Low
are
resistance, 31.
What level are pit fiends in Pathfinder?
CR20.
Ouch.
Can only be killed by good weapons or spells.
All right.
Hey, Deep Silent, are you back yet? I'm getting close to 20 minutes. I think. Force them back to the table. Alright.
Well, I'll text.
Yeah, you got his phone number. Cool.
Whether or not he has his phone with him.
I know he doesn't. Do the three of you have like area of effect damage spells?
No, but Rostic can deal with swarms.
That's not what I was worried about. I was wondering if you guys could do damage in an area. I mean, not one variety.
I can do Searing Light,
Okay,
and that's about it.
I was more worried like fireballs and that kind of stuff. It's a matter of whether I put all the rest of the people on there.
So, wish we could. Miss Nick's flying Alchemist of Doom.
Did you get any response yet?
No.
I mean, we're in good shape. We've just got 2 things left, so it's not a matter of time.
Yeah, it's just...
You guys killed that Naga way too fast.
Yeah, it's Ramadan for him, so...
I understand you. Gotta eat. Alright. Yeah, freaking fairy fire, man.
It got used against us the other day, and it was so annoying. I was like, "What? That works? That's so stupid."
Well, because it could took out my greater invisibility.
Yeah.
It would have taken out displacement had I cast that.
Yeah. Well, we had someone in our party that was greater invised and displaced and lost it all.
Yep.
And I was like, "What?"
I mean, I know it's a druid spell, but still.
Oh, there's him.
It's kind of,
I'm back.
Alright, so I think
What did they miss?
So we found the tomb. The cleric entombed a pit fiend in the area.
He did what?
It's like what cleric?
He did what?
Doesn't exist. He's kidding. So Deep Silent actually saved the day, though. You guys went up to those 3 books, couldn't tell which one was the right one, but Deep Silent actually went up and aided on a craft alchemy roll.
Whoa.
And realized which one was brass. Yeah. And he was the only one that did, so you got to right to the right DC. You got a 20.
Yipson is one of my most intellectual characters because his int is 10. Most of the other characters' ints are 8.
Oh, I penalized you even more. I gave you a -3.
Thought you were dumber than you were.
No.
Alright. Okay, so yeah, you found a bunch of stuff that nobody knows what it is over in the Naga's little thing, and now you guys are heading back upstairs. Oh, you did find a thing, but I guess you can read that later.
Yeah, we got 3 potions of cure series.
I'll pop it up for him while you guys are moving. Found that in the book that you were reading. That's sort of the most important thing. And so you guys are heading back upstairs, and as you do, okay, Brislin wants to go first. No worries. Pop you up first. Who's next?
Fad will be right after him.
Fad will be next. Then we'll
And Deep will go.
Deep will go 3rd, and then we'll put Frank 4th. Alright. So you guys pop back up to the 1st level of the temple. Things have changed. The ruined temple stands in even greater disarray than before. In the center, thrusting a glittering silver nugget into his coat, stands the dwarf Stomdolok. His hollow eyes glare in undisguised lust at the sparkling tome of mystery. A damn shame, lads. These fools. They cannot hear her sweet voice. It jangles like honeyed coins in my ears, and her coming is a gift into the world. But she talks to me now. She tells me of the beautiful fortunes come due when she awakes. The Lady of Blood and Fortune stirs in her sleep, roused by that handsome journal you've found. His neck cracks unnaturally to one side, then the other. How about you turn over that fortune and any of those silver bricks you have? And he's now rather large, and he's changed his look quite different. Although he still was that.
How about I give you the finger and you go away?
Okay. Might want to roll initiative to do that.
That was an attempt at diplomacy.
I did. That was my attempt.
Yeah, that was diplomacy, man.
That was my +1 diplomacy.
Oh, I got the wrong dwarf. Let me get the high version of it. Let's see what I rolled. What did I roll? 7. Alright. Try the same bonus. Okay, so there. Alrighty. Now, the other thing that's, I didn't put them all in there, but all the 28, most of the 28, you can see a few of them have been killed, but are sort of hiding in the pews and different areas. But they won't either come to your aid or hamper you in any way. So that's why I asked about the area spells. Make sure nobody fireballs. Alrighty. So, looks like Frank, you get to act.
That's such shitty positioning for me.
So yeah, so what you see is those are basically pools of water there in front of you. There's an altar in the middle of the room. And then the pews, of course, made of solid stone. And that's about it. Alright.
And then I'll shoot.
Alright. Versus touch. That probably beats his touch. Oh, easily. Alright. And what kind of weapon are you using?
A +1 shock pistol.
Okay.
With cold iron bullets.
Cold iron bullets. Alright. So you get the sense, as you get closer to them, that his skin is sort of iron-like. And very little of that damage went through.
Well, luckily for me, I got cluster shots next turn.
And that was right. So Thad.
Okay, swift action. I will challenge him. Move action there, and then my standard will be to activate my rune of armor.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to do something on him real quick here. Hopefully it didn't affect anything. Did we change things? Okay, so go ahead.
So that's my actions.
You did all this. Okay, so Deep, what do you want to do?
I want to charge him, but I can't. So it's not what I want to do, it's what I will do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I move in there and I will draw my adamantine hammer because it has reach. And I moved, draw as I'm moving, and I'm going to ready an action to attack him if he's within my reach.
Okay, and he's not at the present moment. So what does he want to do about this? Let's see how that works. Make myself calculate this. So that's up to... Alright. See if I can draw this.
He did nothing, he was just like reading also or something.
No, he's definitely doing something. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be able to draw it here.
He could surrender if he'd like.
No, looks like it's
Frank will accept his surrender. It would be a damn shame to have to kill him.
I'll tell him that we kept him some shiny books down at the altar.
Yes, there's 2 shiny books down there.
How did that happen?
They're worth thousands of gold each.
Come on.
Well, if I keep shooting 3 shots here, man, I'm gonna have to like start going into my cold iron alchemy charges.
Yeah, abundant ammo is nice.
Yeah,
War priest level.
No, but it's only like it's cheap. You know, it's 10% of the original cost. So
50% for alchemical. A normal lead shot is 1.1, and then an alchemical cartridge is. Oh, my math is forgetting me. But it's 50% of its normal listed price.
You know what?
you sure?
Yep. I have a gunslinger. Bring up my table.
yes, it is 50% for alchemicals. Crap. Is it the same with metal cartridge also? Is it 1 point? I was hoping it's 10%.
Yeah, it's 50%
Yeah,
for
it's at
cartridge.
the price of the cartridge. Okay.
Even the metal ones? Aw,
Yep.
that's gonna be a fortune. He's leaving. Okay.
That's not too bad.
Fight is over.
Oh, there we go. Get rid of that. Trying to get that just gonna get rid of it. Alright. Let's try this again. Just to make it simpler, because I can do it this way instead. He makes a rather large wall of blades up here that reach the ceiling in that area. And now you can just barely see him through that wall of blades.
Spellcraft. 20.
Oops, I skipped wrestling. So 20, let's see, it's a 15. Is it 15 plus the spell level?
I believe so.
Okay, then that's not enough.
26.
It is a blade barrier. It will likely do quite a bit of damage if you try to move through, but you get a reflex save. And then he will 5-foot step to here. Actually, I'll go ahead and just move to here. Alright, Risslin.
Alright, I'm looking up something real quick. Dispel magic.
Okay.
Because I knew which spell he was casting, I can directly, excuse me, try to dispel that spell, correct?
No, that's at the time it's being Oh, okay.
No,
yeah.
there's a second paragraph. Yes, you try getting the spell's DC.
Okay, so it's make a dispel check, which is D20 plus my caster level. Alright, so this is my, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic, and this is my attempt to dispel it. 24.
Alright. And that's targeted on that. DC 11 plus the spell level's caster level.
I think you're looking at the wrong rules.
No,
There's a second paragraph in the dispel one that if you're targeting a known spell effect, you target the spell's reflex or fort DC.
Ah, okay. Got it. So let's see what it is.
Makes it a little bit more viable.
Let me look it up because it didn't write it down for me.
6th level spell.
Yep.
16 plus wisdom.
I'm sorry I brought it up for you there.
Yeah, 16. I got it, yeah. 16 plus his wisdom bonus, which is... His wisdom's not very good. Alright.
I surely hope it's not like 24.
Wrap it down. Alright. You go dispel it.
Alright, then I'll make a movement to there. 20 feet movement. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Good for dispel magic. And that's a spell that you had.
Yes, that's one of the third level of the Lantern Bearer spell-like abilities.
Cool.
That is such a nice P class.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Not bad at all. Alright. Alright, so Risslin did that. If you're going to come into there, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity on you. With my heavy pick. Rawr. 19 hit you. Risslin, does 19 hit you?
Sorry, my mic off. It does not.
Alright.
No. This number only hits me.
Oh, you are a
Hits me.
half-orc, correct? Deep Silent?
Yes, I am.
Cool. I mean, not cool, but okay.
Yeah, he gets. He's a ranger or something.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
I call my half orc, half human. Okay, you know.
Alright, so Frank, what do you want to do?
Just unleash hell.
That was a 13 dice 6. Bladeberry you just dispelled.
Good job,
Alright, so bang, bang, bang. And you are within 20 feet, so you get touch. And touch is horrible for him, so all 3 of those will hit. You do have clustered shot, which is good. Because it'll do some. But yeah, not all of it gets through even still. So that's 8. 16, 19. 32 is what I've got. So 32 minus whatever I'm taking away. Which is that.
Oh, I'll take a 5-foot step too.
In fact.
Jump, and seeing that way, I will go that way. On the wheeling charge, I will swift action smite as I go. Is he evil?
Unfortunately, in this form, he is.
There's my adamant.
In his real life, he probably isn't.
Power attack, so I'm getting 4 to that, and 10 to that. 38 for 84 points of damage.
And that'll hit. And your smiting, so that goes all the way through.
Yep.
Goes to 84?
Yep.
He's still up.
Okay, let's exercise another option. So I'm gonna 5 foot here. I'm going to draw my whip and attack him.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, to disarm, do I have to actually hit him or just do the combat maneuver?
It's the combat maneuver, yeah.
Okay, so I'm plus 17, plus 2 because of the whip. So I'm going to rage for effect. That will make me plus 21. So 21 plus 21. 35 beat his CMD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's disarmed because I don't like people who hate me and will probably crit me repeatedly.
For the pick. Most hurt. Alright. So he's got to decide what to do now.
He could surrender.
He could.
Once again, Frank will accept his consent for surrender.
Instead, he will
Drop another barrier.
drop another barrier on you. But this time he's going to drop it on the 2 of you, so I need reflex saves from both of you.
I doubt that 9 will make it.
9 will not.
Okay, I will choose to be on this side of the barrier after the effect.
And 23.
Okay, 23, you're good. So where do you want to be? You're going to be there?
Right next to him, yes.
Alright, so here's the damage. All of it.
Do I take half, or do I just jump out of
Nope.
the way?
You jumped out of the way.
So this damage, is it like physical damage or magic?
It is. Yeah, it's force. Let's see, what is it?
I mean, do I get the DR from the armor or not?
No, it's magical. So.
Okay, so minus 48. That's a good chunk of my hit points.
Ow.
Alright. And that was him, and... Yep, he took his little step back. Alright. Alright, that's where we're at. Wrestling.
I'm gonna make 3 shots at him.
Okay.
And I have that 1 feet.
Where I don't provoke.
Yes.
Or you don't provoke, I should say.
He doesn't have the axe he pick in his hand anyway.
So I added my bonuses down there just so in case, but 22, 19, and miss.
The 22 will hit.
All right, 8 damage.
And what are you using?
I am using just a longbow. Cross longbow.
Longbow.
All my attacks are cold iron and good.
Okay, they're good. That's alright.
Good.
He actually doesn't take any damage from it.
All right.
His iron skin. Frank.
Frank is going to 5-foot step and unleash hell.
Okay, you're gonna have a miss through the blade barrier, or you're gonna have a little bit of cover, I should say. It provides cover for him, so. Go ahead. Bang, 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 bang. Within 20, so this gets touched, but let's see. Nope, I guess the third one misses. Do you have a possibility for jams on your thing?
I do, so I'll have to clear it next round.
Yeah, that one's jammed, but the other 2 will hit. 9, and this is a clustered shot, so 9 plus 13, 20. Do a little bit of damage, alright. Fad, your turn.
Okay. Can't charge through there, so I will go
Step
that
carefully
way.
through.
There's my save, and where is
You're good enough, so you're only going to take half damage here. 22.
and Rostic tumbles through, avoiding all of the blades. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Frostic's better than you are.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright. You make it all the way to there?
Yep.
Alright. Deep, what do you want to do?
I will drop the whip, move here, draw the longsword as I'm moving, and I will use a vital strike on him.
He tries to swipe at you, but he doesn't have his pick, so. Vital strike time?
Vital. Oh, let's hope it is. Does 33 hit?
Yep.
He takes 46 points. This is normal slashing and magic, so GR applies.
Alright, normal slashing and magic. So. Okay, still up. Alright. What should he try? So who does morale is too? We're getting close to that point. Ah, interesting. That was a fortuitous blow.
Took him to his surrender point.
Even better than that. He shrinks down and falls to the ground.
Can I shoot him again?
he looks up at you and he's like, "Please, don't hurt me," because you can tell like something's going on.
Well, too bad that I'm deaf.
If you're looking at Fad, he's holding up the stop sign.
Stop.
Obviously, I'm not looking at Fad. I'm looking at the guy who just shrunk in front of me. I'm thinking he's trying to
literally a
increase
stop
his AC. I'm thinking he's trying to increase his AC by going small.
He's got his hands like up in a pleading fashion. Even you can see that.
Okay.
I guess it was Rislin's turn if you wanted to do something.
Is there kind of like a hill check or a not or any other check to see if kind of maybe understand what's going on a little bit better? Or
Yeah, sense motive.
okay.
I'm not sure the 13's gonna do it. Hmm, 15 get better. Let me just let's see what the DC should be. $13 might be enough. Let's see. 25 or 15. 15's good enough. Yeah, you could tell that he was being dominated by something, likely that Nick Rex guy.
No, he was dominated by Frank.
So still a little wary with my bow drawn to him. I ask him what happened to him.
I don't know. Something came over me. What did I do?
Can I do non-lethal damage with the book?
He coughs. Yeah, you actually see as he's talking, a trickle of black water pours from his mouth and slithers towards the temple's barricaded door.
Okay.
Awesome.
At this time, as they sense the danger passing, the rest of the group will come out from their hiding places.
Can we destroy that trickle of water?
Yeah, it's too fast. It's like Mercury. It's
Terminator style.
the visual effect.
And
fast.
so can we ask some of the people in the temple if they saw what happened? Or
It's like something just happened to him right after you left.
no one broke into the temple or anything? You just started going crazy?
Nobody saw anything. But obviously that trickle of water got in his mouth somehow.
Okay, so where's the halfling lady so we can figure out how to put these bricks back on wherever they gotta go?
Yeah, she'll be in there. She'll come forward to you. She goes through the Tome of Memory, and any of you that want to help her can do that as well. You realize that what you need to do is each ingot must be re-enchanted individually and tossed into the lake near its center. Unfortunately, the ingots won't hold a divine charge for more than a few seconds, meaning you can't prepare them ahead of time. Instead, you must travel to the Lion's Den, the center of Silver Tarn, the lake, where you need to fend off, anything that's going on there. There's obviously going to be resistance. And once you do, you need to somehow, fill up these ingots with divine power and toss them into the lake as quickly as possible. Then you can read
What, can we smack it with like a Cure Light Wounds wand or something?
Yeah, that would work.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands, yeah, any sort of divine energy.
I have a Cure Light Wounds with a whole bunch of charges left.
Yeah, get into that. Use those, that'll work.
Can you use it? Oh, you're a ranger, so yes.
And then once you put them in there, then you're going to need to recite the prayer that's in the back of this book. And that should do it.
Vishnu.
Okay. I'm out of fly spells today.
The power of Aradan compels you.
Does anyone here in the village have a potion of flying that they could sell me?
Unfortunately not. If we could have flown, we would have been out of here ourselves.
Maybe we got a boat or something.
There's probably a few fishing boats down by the docks. Literally 2. Check out that again.
If we look outside, are all those ill creatures still out there?
Oh, there's even more of them. There's hundreds of them. Ripping apart the village, searching for survivors. Luckily, none of them have spotted the temple yet. Guess you guys are up here.
Cool. Alright.
But yeah, you see the boats over there.
Head for the boats, I guess?
Yeah.
Get to the chopper!
Looks like there will be more fights. So can I use some more charges of my wand, Fat?
Yeah.
He sits there, bleeding out.
Okay, one more. Excellent. Thank you.
Moderately better this time.
Moderately? Yeah, right.
All right.
Okay, almost
Ready to make a run for it?
And use one of my charges on myself.
They all wish you good luck. Let me make sure they don't give you anything. Alright. Heading out?
Yep.
Alright. So, you head on out. The relative peace marked your journey to the lake. Finally arriving at its black, stagnant shore seems to have invited a horde of Tarn spawn. And they gather at the barest edge of vision through the dense fog. But for the first time all night, they stand silent, staring out over the water, waiting. Nearby, a creaking wooden dock reaches out over the Tarn. 2 fishing boats of questionable quality bob in the quiet. The only sound to penetrate the blanket of mist is the quiet lap of water against their faded sides.
Okay, shall we make a run for the boats?
Yeah, you guys are basically right there at the boats, so you can just pick one and go. Alright,
Let's take the one that looks slightly bigger.
Here is the boat. So put yourself on it as you wish. Oops, keep silent off. Oh, did I not bring your wolf?
No, he's there.
I didn't see him.
He just hides into the background of the boat.
I don't got it. Let me put the boat at the bottom.
Deep silence, going to swim and push the boat.
Yeah.
I don't even see the boat. I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Alright. So as you're heading out,
Get the boat up to ramming speed.
as you approach the center of lake, the fog condenses into a powerful storm, tossing about anything on the Tarn surface. So go ahead and roll initiative. And get your acrobatics macro ready. What am I missing there? Oh. So let's see which one. So you're the 21, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's okay, I'll put it on yours. Alright. So as you guys are heading out there, Fad, give me an acrobatics check. Okay, you fall prone.
And there's.
I guess you're on the thing, so. I guess you're. Yep, both of you do. So you all fall prone. Risslin, give me an acrobatics check.
A 5.
Wow. Alright. Frank, give me one, and Deep Silent, go ahead and give me one. And I guess I should have asked this beforehand, but who has the stones? Who has the tome?
Frank already gave
I have
one.
the stones.
I got some stones, but not the ones you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, Frank's good.
Yeah.
And Deep Silent, you are prone, so go ahead and mark yourself with a blue dot if you're prone. And that's just... Alright, so Frank's the only one standing up. Rear of the boat, of course. Alright. So Fad, you said you have all the stones. Who has the magic tome? You as well?
Probably, being the most religious person.
Sounds good. So just to be clear, so that we've got, because this might come into play. Right now they're in your, wherever you're keeping them. So you have to draw them like a weapon.
Yeah.
Move action, but does not provoke.
Okay.
If you have quick draw, you can do it as a free.
Yeah, I don't.
Charging it, you got to charge it with divine energy.
Do I think... So I would have them in a pouch.
Mhm.
Do I think doing a channel would charge all of them at the same time?
You do, but it's only going to retain its charge for a certain number of rounds. So you're not sure how many that is.
Yes, but if I channel them, throw them all in at once...
Well, but casting them, each throwing, I know it sounds strange, but casting them, each throwing them is a move action, so.
Even if I take the pouch that they're in, channel into the pouch, and then throw the pouch.
Yeah, because you gotta kind of throw them in like a circle formation.
Okay.
So,
Was like a ritual or something?
yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep it, yeah.
Can he
They have a
channel?
specific number of actions.
Can he channel, and then like two of us are next to the sack, and we just spend our actions to take them and throw them?
If you want to, you could do that, yep. Like I said, I mean, the way it is, however you get them positively energized, that's cool.
Okay.
They're only going to last for a certain amount of time, you're not sure what that is. And then, yeah, you can use a move action to throw it.
Okay.
So anyone can use a move action, any of their move
How
actions.
many of them?
There's 6 of them.
Or 6.
Okay.
So yeah, you can use 2 move actions to throw, and that'd be 2 of them. So
Okay, so we can do that basically in 2 turns, 6 of them. Or if Frank join us, we can do them in 1 turn.
Okay.
alrighty.
Okay, so
Sounds good.
I guess I will stay prone. I will move action, draw the sack out.
Okay, well hold on, I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry.
So you guys are moving the boat on out.
Yeah.
3 of you are prone right now, but that's okay because Frank's making the rudder head out there, getting out to that center of that area. So let me do that. On reveal. There we go. It looks like such calm waters there. Alright.
We have a dirty boat, huh?
Guess so. Dirty in the waters around it.
Like a pigpen boat.
Alright. So that should be what you move in 1 turn. So you get out to there, you think you're probably in the right place. The book sort of vibrates a little bit, gives you a little signal like, hey, this is the place to do it.
Okay.
And as
Is
you're
the
doing
book
that,
from Link, the Link from the 64, where the little fairy's like, hey, listen.
but of course, it couldn't be that easy.
Well, okay. I was wondering if I can crawl next to Fad as the boat was moving.
Well, I was doing that whole thing as one action, so
Okay,
this is the start of the next time.
Okay, cool.
Let me see. There's a specific place that pop up. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, this is a CR-WTF encounter.
So yeah, this thing suddenly bursts from the water. It comes after you. So Fad, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, I will stay prone. And assume my knowledge, religion, or nobility won't identify that.
It is a knowledge planes.
I will draw out my sack of the ingots. And I will channel, burning 2 of my lay hands.
Okay.
So if it matters, it's a 46 channel.
It doesn't matter. Even
So-
Cure Light Winds would have done it.
Uh,
So yeah, these things are glowing really bright. Alright, and that's...
And then I will reach the bag out towards the center of the boat.
Okay, you're holding it where you're holding it? Alright.
Sorry, that would be my knowledge planes if I saw it.
Yeah.
Or I can just wait till my turn too.
Probably, yeah, you can do it now, that's fine. It's some sort of elemental, but yeah, you're not sure what. Probably water. Would be your guess.
Ooh, I have electricity damage.
Alright. And let's see what we're gonna do.
Vortex so you can capsize the boat.
Alright. Finally, okay. But I'm supposed to do this first. Let's see. I need... Does anyone have spell resistance?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Then I need a fortitude save from everyone. Okay, Fad. Alright. Anyone roll under a 19? It doesn't look like it. Everyone made it, right?
Yep.
Cool. Then you're only going to take half damage from this, as it sucks all the water out of your body, causing your skin to dry up. And let's see. It'll still do half of this damage, though.
Just giving us eczema.
Every one of you.
You get my moisturizer out.
That's a lot of damage. 27 points? Is that right? 28 points. 29 points.
That almost kills me.
No, it's only 29. Isn't that right? 55 divided by 2. 25 plus... No, 27, sorry. 27 points.
Do you round up or down? Should be 26, I think. But anyway.
25 divided by 2. Yeah, it's 27. Because it's 27 and a half, so 27. Alright. So that's what he starts with. And, he looks at you, Fed, with all those little things glowing. You are good, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you see him give a little wink of his eye to you. Alright. Ruslan.
Alright, I guess I'm going to continue along with the plan. So, one move action, get up from being prone.
Okay.
And the next move action, move up to the boat to be ready to throw the stones overboard on my next turn.
Okay.
If it's not too late. Frank.
So you move on up there.
So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Frank, give me a reflex save. I mean, not a reflex save, an acrobatics check. Alright, you're good. What do you want to do?
I would like to move up to Fad. And then can I take one of his things and chuck it overboard?
Let's see, 5, 10. Yeah, as a move action, you could.
Alright, so I'll chuck one overboard.
Alright. One of them goes over. Yeah, someone keep track of that. So one of them is in there. Good. Deep Silent, what do you want to do?
Oh, stand up as a move action and move here as a second move action. Done.
Okay.
Well, I'll draw the hammer just as a token of resistance as I'm moving. Done.
Alright. And Fad, what do you want to do?
I will channel again just to keep the buff going, and then I will throw one of the stones off the bow.
Okay.
And Rostic will stand up.
Okay, Rustic stands up. Okay.
Erica, is this the ice, the sea invisibility? Because it would be gone by now.
Oh yeah, see invisibility's gone.
No problem. I was making sure there was some other.
Yeah, there's nothing else invisible around here. Alright. Okie doke. These are all going against Fad. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, we'll just do that. Alright. So let's see. Where's my charisma? It's nothing. Okay, so both of its noodly appendages come out after Fad. 35 hit.
Looks like you're smiting good.
Well, let's see.
35 and 33.
I will duck for cover, and I'll succeed on the cover, which will make my AC 30. 32. So both will hit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay.
Plus 28. Oh my god!
Let me see. So I'm adding my level.
I think you're being smited.
Yeah, I think I'm using a Hero's Defiance here in the future.
Might be. Let's see. So let's see. Yeah. And then bonus damage is that. Look like one of your charges. Alright. So this is a combination of both of them, and that's the total damage, 60 points.
Ow.
Ouch. Ouch.
She did not like what you did to her stones.
I got
All right.
some stones for you.
I've got some gnome-sized stones here as I took that in the face.
Ursulin.
Chuck
What do
two
you
of them. Chuck two of them.
That's what I do. I take one of them out, chuck it over, take the second one out, chuck it over.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
So you've got how many in there now? 4?
So did I need to make a reflex save or anything?
Oh yeah, if you're standing up, make a reflex. Actually, that was first, but
Sorry, yeah.
doesn't really matter. You can still reach.
Alright, so I get knocked prone.
Boom. Yep. Prone. And
So able to throw them into all that stuff.
Frank, you're standing up.
Alright, acrobatics, here we go.
It's a DC 15, by the way. So okay, you're good. You're standing up still.
And I'll chuck the 2 last ones overboard.
Oh, we got 3 more to go.
There's showing me 2 more.
No, that's all of it. That's all 6.
Oh, that's all 6.
That was
Oh,
less too.
excellent.
I went all like, Dan Marino on them and chucking them in the water.
Alrighty. And you toss those last 2 in. Interesting. The lake, all the mists start to swirl again. The thing that just pounded into Fad disappears into the water. And it's suddenly a calm lake once more. The idea to cast them all at the same time. That was a smart idea.
How many rounds did they stay glowy for?
They'd be good for 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely good then.
Yeah. And the fact that you weren't doing like pulling one channel, casting on it and throwing it.
Yeah.
Channeling seemed to be good. That was a good idea.
Yeah, like
And then
I don't
I
think I would have lasted very long here. I would have like taken one of those hit and died.
Well, he only smited once per day, so he just went after the one that pulled the stones out. That's why I needed to ask.
So I will read the incantation at the back.
Okay. Yep.
You
And
can
you
take a
do.
swift action also to lay hands on yourself.
Yes.
How many hit points do you have left?
I had 5.
Oh, really? Was that close? Deep silence hit points at this level. Because you're up over 100 something, right?
No, I'm 93.
Okay.
Oh, I have 121 at this stage because I leveled.
There you go.
I've only got a 14 con. I have D10s, not D12s.
Yeah.
I got D's nuts.
Yeah, this was a really nasty encounter if you had to go through several rounds.
Yeah.
Because you had to smite, because you could do the vortex, but we didn't do that. Spell-like abilities, we could cast darkness,
No
blasphemy.
no 4-player adjustment.
No,
Not-
not at this thing.
Not a year 2 mod.
Cleave, Great Cleave, Power Attack. I didn't use that on you because I usually don't use that to start out with.
Yeah.
And let's see, because I was afraid of hitting you actually.
You used that on me last time.
Well, certain guys, because it says they do that. But
Yeah.
if it doesn't say it, I usually try to hit. And plus, if I see people in armor, I usually don't.
Yeah.
So I hit them a few
You
times.
might have. Yeah.
What was the penalty for? How much BAB did it have?
Let's see what the Sierra was.
It looks like 11 because he added. He said he mentioned 11.
Base attack was 16.
6. Oh my god, that would be brutal. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So minus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Those all would have
Minus
missed.
5, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They would have missed, and then I wouldn't have gotten the damage. So
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to do them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the slams.
Yeah.
I was doing plus 14 damage or plus 13 damage to him or whatever it was, 14. Can't remember.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But
And it was already at plus 20. So it was already at 1d8 plus 12,
Yeah.
and they were critting on 1920s.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty harsh to deliver through those.
Power attack 5 with
Of
this
course
time will give
yeah.
you plus 15 to damage.
Yeah. Okay, so to wrap it all up, with Nikaro's prison reinforced, the Silver Tarn entity dissolves back into a simple mountain lake, unaware and without motivation. The Avatar dissolves back into stagnant water, while the remaining Tarn spawns stumble clumsily back to the lake's edge before shriveling back into harmless lake eels. The surviving residents, both relieved and scarred by their ordeal, thank you all, and offer what material appreciation you can, or they can. Many go ahead and leave for the lowlands, but a few tough locals remain behind. Stom takes it upon himself to establish a new vigil over the valley, and he thanks you for not killing him. Over the coming months, he and several other miners remaining in the valley form a secret society dedicated to maintaining Nikaro's prison and operating out of the abandoned Eridanite temple. Should you fail, which you didn't, blah blah blah. He basically takes over part of Chiliax. That didn't happen, and you guys did do both. The primary, which was what you just did, and the secondary, which was making sure at least 20 or so of the people survived.
Not that it mattered, because the dude killed them all inside the temple, so...
You didn't kill all of them. He killed a few, but not enough. So you get both prestige.
Excellent. Was that last creature an outsider with the evil subtype whose challenge rating was at least equal to 11?
He probably was. Let's see. He was a half-fiend elder water elemental, so yes, he was evil. And his CR was 14.
Excellent. Not that Fad is ever getting many of these things, but he will take the checkbox.
Because why not? Alright.
Found a named text in the course of the adventure. Check!
And if you want to keep that pick, it's on the chronicle sheet for 11,000 gold.
Nice.
It's a vicious adamantine heavy pick.
Wow.
It's viciously...
Vicious.
+1 vicious. Yes.
Oh, it's not bad. I mean, I get hit anyway.
And if you want the Tome of Memory, it's 2,500. And it gives you a +10 circumstance bonus on knowledge, history, or religion checks regarding Eridan and his faith. Alright. Anyway, so I think I got all of your... Is there anything...
Oh, what did I roll?
Anything?
That's stupid.
Anyone going slow or anything?
I always take day job 10, or take 10. Why did I roll the wrong macro?
And any day jobs you got, go ahead and roll. And for the two of you that are just joining, let me give you this war horn if you want to join any of our further adventures.
Oh yeah, the next couple of months, this will work out for me. This is a fun game.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I used to have the table link for this, obviously because I was in the Defenders of Nesting Hollow, but...
Yeah.
I just erased it.
Here.
Do we make like 5,000 out of this? At least?
You will make, let's see, you got all of the stuff, so you will make, for those of you in tier, you'll make 7682. And I think we just have one out of tier.
I thought I get the gold for the out of tier.
Yeah, you get the out of tier.
Hell yeah.
You get the average between the two.
I should get the higher tier just because I survived.
You get the access to the higher tier equipment, which is usually...
Stuff I'm going to use.
Well, some of the wands are nice.
Here's how much gold you get, 6029.
Alright, I'll just get away from my chronicle sheet. Get all this stuff.
Okay. Yep, now I'll send all those out. I think I get everyone else's... And this is the same Frank that ran before, so 26579-2. Alright, that's him. And I will send out all of your chronicles either later tonight or early tomorrow.
Well, as always, Eric, thanks for
Alright. Yeah, it was a great game. Appreciate it. Thank